Hi everybody! So today we're going to focus on what this written mediation thing is. Okay? So this written mediation task is the first task that you will have to do in the written exam. Remember that since you have 3 tasks to do in that exam, you should use no more than 25 minutes to complete this task. In a nutshell, mediating is summarizing the info you find in a graph. The number of words you can use is from 80 till 100. Okay, what types of graphs can you find in the written mediation? You can find these bar graphs, you can find pie charts, you can find line graphs, and also these bar graphs across. Okay, so as you can see in all of them, you have different data related to different topics. It is important for you to think that this mediation thing is nothing new, since we all mediate in our daily lives. So imagine that you know that your best friend is looking for a new house to buy. Okay, so she told you that she needs these things, this number of rooms, and she needs a garden and all this. And one day, when you were like going through your Facebook, you see this ad from a real estate agency, and you find this perfect house and you think about your friend, and you immediately take your telephone and you text her and you kind of summarize all the information you see here for her to see that this house is good. You are mediating. Think about another friend of yours, and one day you're having a conversation about how baby boomers use technology, and you have like different opinions. And 1 or 2 days after, you find, again, in a newspaper or whatever, this bar graph in which they explain how baby boomers embrace technology. So you have a look at this graph and you take the telephone and you text your friend, again, summarizing and focusing on the key information here and using your own words and describing the information you find here. So mediating is not about expressing opinions or feelings, but transmitting objective information. Okay? What do we do with the language when we mediate? What things do we do? Well, we analyze, first of all, we understand and we organize data, and we identify key information. Then we summarize it to make it easier to understand. We paraphrase or reformulate, we use our own words. For that, we find synonyms, we synthesize, and we adapt the discourse. Okay? Here we have an example of a written mediation. Here we have this bar graph with the number of students studying engineering. Okay? And we have men, women. Here we have the number of students studying engineering. And here we have an example of a written mediation. Okay? As you can see, we have an introduction in which we start by saying the bar chart illustrates the number of men and women studying engineering at Australian universities between the years 1992 and 2012 at 10-year intervals. Then we have the summary. We organize the information and we give data. And we conclude by saying overall we can see a clear upward trend in the number of female engineering students in Australian universities, while the number of male students seems to have leveled off. Okay, so this is the perfect structure of a written mediation. What vocabulary do we use for these line graphs? Well, we have to express the movement of the line. So for that, we need appropriate adjectives and adverbs, depending on the kind of action you need to show. You can use things like rise, increase, grow, go up, or the contrary, reduce, drop, dip, go down. We also use adjectives to show how this increase or decrease is. Is it sharp, rapid, huge, small, minimal, massive? And we also use these adverbs, dramatically, rapidly, hugely, massive, sharply, etc. Okay, here you have some more vocabulary for pie charts. okay? To compare, only a small monetary, the majority of, etc. Okay, and here we have some other useful vocabulary for you to express if the increase is up, down, etc. Okay, and just to finish, some important things to remember here. Remember that while you're doing this